You poor unfortunate soul.
Hi guys, if it's your first time, my name is Tali Adiwale,
And I'm Hamza Omoru.
and this is DISBYDEM. So we're talking about The Little Mermaid, which just came out. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell so you know when we post new videos. So we just posted our out of theater review, and you guys, you all know my Little Mermaid trailer reaction is like one of the most polarized things on my channel. Apparently, when I said that I don't like The Little Mermaid, people heard that I hate black people. Because all the hate comments were about me being black, reacting to black shows. And I think I forgot to say I was excited that Halle Bailey was cast as Little Mermaid. I said I didn't like the Little Mermaid original story because she sold her voice to be with the prince. How it translated into me hating black people, and I don't even know, but let's not even go down that line. So I was very excited to watch The Little Mermaid because I was like, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna hate this thing, and I'm gonna come here and just like spill and tell all the haters that they can go F off, you know? It's still not my favorite, but they did good, people. They did good. Like the directors, the producers, everybody. They really did slam it out of the park. And my favorite thing about the movie was the diversity because it was more like a tropical, like West Indies kind of vibe to it.
I think that's where they were.
Oh.
Like that West Indies or
So I watched Little Mermaid, the original, once, and I never went back. So I can't remember anything about the story. So it was like a blank canvas for me watching this movie again, which maybe helped.
Yeah, for me, I watched it a couple of times. I actually do like the original Little Mermaid. So going into this movie, I was a little bit scared because of the hate that Halle Bailey was already receiving. And I've never seen her in anything. I didn't know how good she was as an actress.
Yeah.
All I know is that she can sing.
Yeah.
And she, to be honest, she did very, very well acting. Her acting was awesome.
Yeah.
Her singing was even better.
Yeah.
She blew it out of the water for me. I loved everything about this movie. Do I think it's better than the original? No. I don't think they've done any live action that is actually better than the original.
This
for me, though.
Little Mermaid, because I did try to watch the live theater version that they did, I think, like a couple years ago with Awuli, the girl Moana, the girl who voices Moana.
Okay.
It was boring, people. It was terrible.
Like a Broadway kind of show.
Yeah, and I think that one, Queen Latifah, was Ursula.
I haven't seen
it. Was terrible. It's on Disney. If you want to watch it, go knock your socks off. But that was a horrible thing, and I cut out like 15 minutes into it. I was just like, this is not for me, you know. But this was good. He watches Grace Vanderwaal beyond the trailer. And in her review, she was complaining that Halle Bailey's acting was not great. And I was like, what the F are you talking about, Grace? Like, Halle Bailey was fine in this. In fact, I would say she was my second favorite character in this, or maybe third, because Sebastian was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
She was one of my favorite. There was not really like a blown out, like standout character for me that really blew me out of the water. I felt like everyone just did a great job with what they had. I liked what's her name, Ursula, played by Melissa McCarthy. I was kind of skeptical about that because she's like kind of like Kevin Hart and The Rock sometimes, not all the time, where she plays kind of similar characters. However, she did bring her own vibe to this one, which was in a way similar to what we see in the original, but also she added some things.
Yeah,
her
vibe was good.
One thing I'll say about her own Ursula is that she just was untrustworthy, but she wasn't evil enough. I wasn't scared. Like when I watched that.
Oh yeah, the original Ursula is terrifying.
I was scared. I was really scared when I saw her. I was like, oh, she's one. To me, I think she's the most scariest Disney villain I ever. Like she really scared me as a kid.
Cruella scares me more.
When she went big to her, at the end, that really scared me. But in this one, it didn't really do much. I just felt like, okay, you don't trust her. She doesn't seem evil enough. Yeah. So that's what I would just say about her character. But other than that, every other thing was good in this movie. The CGI isn't that great to me. I didn't really like the fact that the animals...
I didn't have a problem with the CGI. Not as much as you did.
Yeah, the animals, like, it was like the Lion King one.
Right.
Because the animals are not expressive, right? They don't have human facial features. So it's very difficult for them to emote, right? So in this one, it was similar with Sebastian. He's a crab. And he actually is a crab. Although in the animated one, the original, they kind of put like a human
because it's easier to... draw that on and affect those in the cartoon form than it is on a real stone crab, right? Because wasn't he a stone crab in the movie? I don't even know.
I think it was a crab. I actually thought it was a lobster, but
that's what I thought he was in the cartoon.
But it's a crab though. For what they did, I think it's a crab. They just had to do that facial thing.
Are you sure it wasn't a lobster in the cartoon? Because that's the lobster features, isn't it?
But it doesn't have the lobster tail though. It didn't have a tail. It was a crab.
Interesting. Yeah. So, it was good. Will I be watching it 700 times? You know what? Maybe, because I really did enjoy Melissa McCarthy and Halle Bailey in this. Halle Bailey and Sebastian was actually really cool. To be honest, he was funny, and it was this dry, witty humor, and it was very unexpected, and I enjoyed that a lot about him. For the prince, I honestly liked that he wasn't he was handsome, but he wasn't over the top handsome, vapid Disney princes that we're used to, and I appreciated that. And they really did ground him a little in the fact that he was trying to figure out, basically what he wanted to do with his life, even though he knew he was going to rule.
Yeah, though he had a lot more to do with this. And where the silver lining is for Ariel and the prince was that they wanted to explore more. They also to stay on the reef or the island.
At least they had interest,
So I think that was something that I don't know if I can't remember. It's been a long time since I watched the original, but I think this is probably new. So that them having that thing in common, they were explorers. They wanted to just go beyond the shores of where they lived, and they both of them had parents that were holding them back, sort of. So it was kind of neat. I like the fact that Eric had more to do compared to the original. Where he was just basically was a damsel in distress.
He really was, and she saved him. Multiple times.
But it also helped her though, so it wasn't they bounced off one another.
I like that he was also adopted.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
And I also liked Aquafina's.
Flounder. No, Scuttle. Sorry, Scuttle was pretty funny.
She was pretty funny. I like her take on it.
I'm just shocked that Lin-Manuel Miranda was able to get Aquafina to sing.
To rap, actually.
Which
is cool.
Yeah.
So and then in terms of the original songs, I didn't really like the Under the Sea because of, again, the lot of live action animated fishes in this. So if you watch the original again, they have facial expressions, and this one they don't. So when you see a jellyfish, it's just floating around. When you see a squid, it's just doing so it just took me out a little bit. It was still a fun song and good song, don't get me wrong, but just that whole setting was just ish.
I liked the visuals of the song. It was very colorful. I enjoyed that a lot. I wasn't really upset that the animals were not as expressive as he would have liked, kind of like in the cartoon. The visuals were spectacular, and they also introduced us to a ton of sea creatures. In that one song alone, we saw so many sea creatures.
Yeah, but still.
And I like that. I thought that it was beautiful visually. Yeah. But the song itself was not on top of my list. What was your favorite song?
I like most of the songs. All of them are good. To be honest, it's just.
I think Prince Eric's "Wild Uncharted Waters" was not necessary at all. In fact, I was laughing my head off during that rendition because he seemed drunk. I was like, what is going on?
He just hit his head though.
He did. I guess maybe he was concussed because I was like, why is he acting like this? Yeah. And the song wasn't really that great, if I'm being honest. They could have done without that song.
Wow. I'm just being honest. That was the weakest song of all of them. And I also like the fact that we got to see her sisters more. In this one, you see them in the beginning, midway. And at the end, you see them a little bit more. Yeah. And I like that.
All I had were questions they keep saying you got to think of the people, but all we kept seeing was King Triton and Ariel and her sisters. In fact, her sisters barely talked throughout this whole thing.
Well, I think he was about his kingdom. So even
but we didn't see the people.
The fishes.
Where were all the mer people?
But you saw them at the end, though.
We saw a fraction of them. I was happy that we saw them in the end, but I was like, where have they been? Because every single time we're in King Triton's, what's it called?
Lair or
palace or his seat. And that's all we see with 2 guards. That was it. I was like, where the hell are the people that they keep talking about,
Maybe they went fishing.
All of them? But yeah, I thought that the sisters could have done more. It almost seemed like they were an afterthought, if I'm being honest, because they barely spoke.
Well, you can't add everything, and the movie will be too
I
long.
know, but
So
yeah, I know.
we got to just see them a little bit more compared to the original. That's it. Just a little. Let's say 5 minutes extra of them finish, and that's it. But it was cool. It was cool.
Flounder was okay, but I do really
It wasn't
think,
memorable.
you could easily forget Flounder.
But the reason why is because we get to see him in his original form.
They exaggerated the features. All of them were exaggerated, which is true. So, what's your skill for the movie?
My score will be 6.8. I think
Jeez,
that.
what happened?
Well, I'll be honest with you.
That's low.
That's babe. Well, you can't give it a 7. It's not that perfect.
That's low.
Okay, but that's my own.
Okay.
6.8. The reason being that the CGI does take me out.
Ursula
Ursula wasn't as scary as I thought she should be.
They're not trying to scare the children.
But they did it to
They
us.
want them to come back. You're
I
a
do
different breed.
I
A
watched it
different
multiple-
generation.
I watched it multiple times, so she wasn't as scary. Even when she went like big, you couldn't really see her face. Couldn't really see her. You just see the trident glowing, and all of that was a 6.8 for me. Will I watch it again when it comes out on Disney Plus? Yes, I will, because the music is good.
I still don't agree with the color of her hair when it was in the water because it looked like rust. I thought that in the water it should have been a little darker. But when she went on land with that blue dress and her skin, and it worked. It worked.
glowing, eh?
She looked beautiful. I mean, Halle, she is a gorgeous kid, man. Like, she's a beautiful young woman. And I thought that everything, the elements worked, especially on land. She looked gorgeous, and I loved it. For me, my scale is an 8. Yes. I know. You know how much I hate The Little Mermaid. I just think that their hard work paid off on this. I thought that it was visually pleasing. The music was beautifully done. The acting was good. I had no complaints about the acting. Continuity throughout the movie worked well, and I was never bored. Not in one scene, you know? And those elements for me come together to make a good movie. So I will give them that.
I'll still stick to my 6.8.
That's fine. Everybody has their own rate. Well, yeah, that's our review. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And I know a ton of you are going to be seeing this. So we hope you guys enjoyed the movie as well. Please come back and comment and tell us about your favorite parts. Or if there's anything that you guys caught that we missed. We love reading your comments, and we appreciate that you appreciate our content as well. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we post new videos. And we will see you in the next one. Bye! God, you're so dowdy.